substantially more powerful than the ones in GP San Jose the same weekend. When we discussed this at the Grand Prix, all I heard back was, yeah, European GPs are much sketchier. I want the European GPs to be brought up to the standard of North American GPs, by the way, Grand Prix. It is unfair that someone that is honest and plays by the rules is playing a completely different game from those that are gaming this system. Ideally, all sealed pools would be pre-registered. I understand that this is not always possible. At the least, there should be randomized seedings and judges to supervise a lower number of players. I'm not actually sure what he specifically meant by that. Maybe just like more judges per group, or I don't know. Honestly, you wouldn't even have to be a judge. Just have like people watching and supervising and watching for cheating. Anyway, he says, until these changes are made, I actively advocate for anyone and everyone to avoid limited European GPs. This is unfortunate because the tournament organizers did an amazing job. No, they didn't. As the tournament was run very well, and the event even happened despite a massive fire happening in the venue the Friday before the event. Paying over $100 for an event that is unfair is not my idea of a good time. That's the end of the post. You know what would be a good time, in my opinion, at this point? Find whoever the hell organized this and never let them even touch another Magic card. Cut off their WPN status, close their store, don't sell them any more products. They clearly don't know what the hell they're doing, and they are actively doing more damage to the MTG community than anything, just thing in general. And yes, European competitive anything, insert sport or competition or anything here, are sketchy as hell compared to North America. I mean, StarCraft 2 just got shut down as a competitive sport in South Korea because of extensive cheating, match fixing, drug abuse scandals, you name it, okay? That is like all they do there. That is like their NFL. Plus, let's talk about the NFL for a second. Okay, so American company runs Wizards. It's primarily in English. Most of their customers are in America. They're even, for the future sets, including actually the last two that came out, cutting off a couple select languages. I think actually if you look at certain releases, they're only in 3 languages now. Like 3, for real, I am not kidding. Like it used to be like 11, and now I think it's like 8, and then it's going to be 3 for, yeah, what the hell, I always forget what it's called, Arch Enemy. In fact, it actually might be 2 now, I don't even remember. They're really shrinking it. Probably because their customers are here, their hair, it's all English, we're an English company, get over it, okay? They're not Microsoft, they're Wizards of the Coast. So this is like if the NFL said, we're gonna hold the Super Bowl in Egypt. You know, because that makes sense. And the only reason we're gonna do it is to look multicultural and global, and it's all for ego. That's it. It's not to help the players, because let's be honest, if you want to go to a GP in America, you need like, what, $100 and like a fat friend with Doritos in a van. Why do they have to be fat? I don't know. You get in your van, you drive there, sleep in the van, you're good. You could totally ghetto camp that thing out, okay? No problem. What do you need to do to go to GP Prague? Oh, you know, just have like $1,000 laying around plus a passport. That's friendly, that's really friendly. And then you get there and it's run like crap because nobody in Prague takes, you know, Magic seriously. Okay, people in America, North America, they take that crap seriously because that's where everything is. That's where the management is. It's all closer. And plus, I don't know if you guys have played against, you know, anybody from Europe, Russia, Asia, any of that on an online game. They have no respect for like proper rules following. Oh my God, don't even get me started on Turkey. Oh my God. Like, okay, I did a whole report on Turkey in college. Let's just say it's in their culture to cheat and scam. That's like it's like approved. It's like something you do. A lot of other places have drastically different cultures than us. Trust me. But just the whole, oh, you know, let's go to like Greece and hold a tournament. Actually, they're really big into Magic. Let's go to France. They're not that into Magic from what I heard. You really think France is going to take it as seriously as people who have run multiple different events? You know, because I heard now Wizards doesn't directly throw them. You have to have like a store sponsor it. Well, all they see is dollar signs and they have no idea what the hell they're doing and they've never done it before. That's the case some of the time. I think you still have to get approved and stuff, but you get it. It's going to be a bunch of amateurs. They don't know what the hell they're doing. The funny thing is, like, apparently they're good at throwing an event, just not, you know, a Wizards event, an MTG event. I mean, no registration. People can sit with their friends and register each other's decks, and there's nobody watching them. What in the hell did they think was going to happen? I bet 50% of the players were cheating. And if you look at some of the card pools, yes, they were cheating. In fact, I would dare say that probably out of the top 16 people, the finalists in Prague, probably 100% of them cheated. I mean, the distance between like your advantage against baseline average, if you're cheating at a sealed pool event, is like mind-blowing. It's like the Tour de France. There's a gem of a comparison. Oh, except you all get to you know, compete on your bike. But I'm going to be on a Yamaha R1. For those of you who just said, what? It's a motorcycle that goes 182 miles an hour, and you're not going to find an insurance company to insure it. That bike is faster than Tana Mojo backing away from the N-word. I had to throw that reference out there. She is such a hypocrite. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scarce Hair. I'd add the actual clip from the meme, but I don't think my software does that. By the way, the Tour de France, professional soccer, you name it, it's crooked as hell and they know it. The Russian Olympic team. I mean, you go anywhere but the US just about, and stuff gets pretty damn crooked. I don't know why the hell it is. You got me. I mean, there are some countries that take their stuff, you know, seriously and actually have some morals and some standards, and there's some that clearly do not. So whether this is just plain incompetence, or if this is them just purposely not giving a crap and saying, hey, if somebody wants to cheat, good for them. That's how the same people keep winning, apparently. You know, like they outsmarted everybody. It's like bluffing and lying in poker. I'm serious. Some countries have a culture like that. I have no idea what, like, you know, Prague's local culture is, but, you know, whatever. The result was a bunch of morons mismanaging an entire tournament, and if I went all the way out to Europe for that and paid that kind of money to lose to a bunch of cheaters, none of them would be leaving the building without injuries. Let me just put it that way. I don't take kindly to cheaters at highly competitive, you know, Magic matches, and the only frame of reference I have is FNM. So could you imagine me at that tournament in Prague? It's not pretty. It would be like some WWE crap. They would have to switch announcers covering the GP Live and be like, oh, it looks like he's gonna play, you know, that spell. He's tapping the 3 mana, and here comes Desolator with the steel chair. Boom, right in the face. And then drop an elbow on him. I'd turn that final table into a tag team ladder match, man. That's all the respect I'd have for, you know, getting cheated out of the game with people with just flawless lines of all on-color mythics. Hell no, I wouldn't accept that. But there's good news. This is what Wizards is doing about it. And that's all that Wizards is doing about it as far as I've heard so far. Oh, I need to, in post, add a sound effect of somebody brushing something under a rug. That might be kind of hard to find. If anybody has a good lead on like a free sound effects library that would have that, let me know. And honestly, I mean, there is one slight ongoing misstatement that I've made throughout this entire video. Don't think North American GPs are squeaky clean. Wizards has done as close to nothing as they possibly can to admit or address problems with competitive level play. It's honestly a joke, and if I went to an event, I would either cheat my way through it because I think it's funny because I have no respect for them, or I guess catch cheaters all the way to the final table. Literally 16 just, like, what do you call it, disqualifications in a row. They'd be like, this guy literally went 2-0, 0 losses, and every single one of his opponents got disqualified for cheating. Like, can you imagine that? If Fabrizio Ontario, or whatever the hell that cheating pile of garbage was, if he sits down across me, frickin', well, I'd say round 1, but he had a bunch of buys because that's a crooked system Wizards runs. Round 4, or whatever the hell, and doesn't shuffle, I'd have a judge so far up his, well, you get it. I would make such damn ruckus about it, they'd have a judge, like, tearing apart his dresser at his house. They'd go full-blown, like, terrorist suspect on him. Oh my god. I have a zero tolerance policy on cheating. Wizards, I would say claims to, but honestly, I don't think they even claim to. Whether they do or they don't, They do allow cheating, they do know about it, and they do nothing to stop it. Why? Because they want the same people to win every time. So if the same people keep winning, I mean, with that kind of luck variance in Magic, are you kidding me? You really think they're outplaying everybody else? Hell no, they're not. I mean, the 3 buys are a little bit much mathematically, so that kind of sends the same people to the final table. But, I mean, I would say, I hate to put a number on it, but at least half of pro players are probably cheating. The ones that you know their name and you know that they're, you know, constantly coming in first. I mean, look at Fabrizio. He apparently had been cheating for years. Nobody caught him, which is mind-blowing because he was literally not shuffling. He was mana weaving and then not shuffling. How the hell do you catch somebody who's not shuffling at all? Not even once. He top 8'd, what, 12 events in like 4 years or something? It's just insane. It's completely insane. I mean, it's Lance Armstrong, but worse. I mean, seriously. No kidding, he has probably won more stuff than Lance Armstrong and cheated his whole way through everything. As far as we know and as far as we can extrapolate, I should say. So should they implement like casino level anti-cheating and drug tests at FNM? Probably not. That might be a little bit unfriendly to the new people. Little bit of a barrier of entry to the game then. Kind of gives it a bad vibe. At the professional level, what the hell sport do they not test for? You get like, you gotta piss in a cup to go like shoot clay pigeons at the damn Olympics. They're taking a chemical analysis of your shoes and x-rays of them to do the speed walking event, for God's sake. If nobody respects your stupid sport, it's going to collapse and nobody's gonna watch it because all the results are fake and everybody winning is a cheater. Simple as that. I could quote a whole bunch of different stuff. Tour de France, StarCraft 2, most of the Olympics. Usain Bolt just lost another medal because one of his teammates was found to be cheating after the fact. Took like 10 years to catch him or something like that. But since Wizards is going to keep ignoring it, I would at least take the advice of this person. Do not go to European GP. In fact, just don't even go to Europe. I'm sure there's some lovely places in Europe, but pretty much everything's a little bit less nice than the brochure. Everybody's like, oh, France, they're so futuristic and modern. They don't bathe there. They basically don't even have water. Nothing's quite as nice as it looks on TV, okay? That actually pretty much applies to everywhere in America, too. Maybe not the best example. Oh, you want me to cite my source? I've been to Los Angeles. It's just as lovely as on TV, very much so. I would like to add, though, don't go to any GP. Like, anywhere, at all. Well, I suppose unless you're the one running it, and you can personally see to it that every single cheater is caught or every single cheating method is prevented. And you're probably thinking, oh, Daz, that's impossible. Every casino ever has caught just about every cheater ever, so I guess it is possible when you're motivated enough. By the way, Hasbro makes more than most casinos. Just a totally unrelated fact. Also, most casinos don't call themselves an e-sport and actively try to get people to watch people playing there. Well, okay, World Series of Poker, terrible example. Also, at the local level, which is sometimes as crooked, depending upon how much your staff at your LGS knows what the hell's going on and gives a crap, I have heard of even ones in my area, not too far from me, having some really bad problems with cheaters. Like, people are not just like, I suspect that their pool wasn't that good. People have gotten caught with 8 mythics in their deck. Think about that for a second. You might not have to think real hard. That's kind of undeniable proof that, you know, they've been stuffing it. My LGS, deck registration. Yeah, it's unfriendly to the new people. Who cares? It honestly just makes it look prestigious and good. It's a huge event. It's quarterly. It's 4 times a year. I mean, come on. Like, just fill out a damn form for 5 minutes. It's not that scary. Like, whatever. All it does, if you're a new player, all it does is keep people from cheating you. To an extent. I mean, okay, that method of cheating. It keeps them from doing that. Also, we do assigned seating, too. So, yeah. And guess what? They've got the reputation as the one you go to if you do not accept cheating at all. You want a legitimate match, and they get more business because of it, and they get more ongoing FNM attendees just because of the reputation. Maybe the GPs, and especially the European ones, could, you know, get a clue, or maybe Wizards could say, hey, guess what? You screwed this up. You're never holding another one at your place, with your store, at this venue, or in your crappy country. That would send them a message. I mean, just ban them for 10 years. This is just mind-bendingly unacceptable. I can't wait to see which cheater wins Ireland. Should be very, very interesting. Oh, by the way, my next video is a fun little Ireland project that I've been working on. You definitely don't want to miss it. So hit that subscribe button and I'll see you guys next video.
MVP.
Hey guys, Dizzler Magic here, and still sick unfortunately. Kind of getting better though, because my immune system is really quick. I think I just caught 2 flus in a row, so that's unusual, but I blame my disgusting customers, my disgusting disease-ridden customers. If you work with the general public and they can come within a couple feet of you every day, yeah, you're gonna catch some stuff, okay? Nobody's immune to that. My immune system is actually like freaking hyperactive, but anyway. That title is not clickbait. It is exactly what it looks like. Somebody stopped into my shop and tried to sell me a stolen deck that they straight up stole. So quick background so this makes sense. There's LGS number 1. It was a complete crap hole. They stole a bunch